Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. We have a very, very, very interesting guest right now. She does TED Talks, or she's done a TED Talk. When Bobby gets out of line, she's going to show him that she's a second-degree black belt.
I'm a third.
Grade graduate. And she's just she has a really cool company. She's actually an author of this awesome book called Friend Power, How the Friends You Choose Can Change the Course of Your Life. Stephanie, thank you for hanging out with us.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, so tell us about Scheller Enterprises and tell us all this awesome stuff you're doing in the San Antonio metro area.
So Scheller Enterprises is a company that is dedicated to disrupting the way the world does business, talking about trying to give business owners the opportunity to actually stay in business and thrive in business. We got way too many people. You have more businesses going out of business every month than you have starting. And we have over 500,000 businesses starting every single month in the U.S. That's kind of a ridiculous number.
So more going out than coming in.
Yes.
How'd you get started?
So that's kind of a little bit of a long story. Keeping it short, I was working with small businesses. The real start was when I was younger. My parents were small business owners. I would hear all the time in the background, right? You hear the parents going, how are we gonna make payroll? How are we gonna, this bill's coming in. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna get this? And then when I started working with more and more of them, I saw that wasn't unique to them. It wasn't like they were the only ones trying to figure out how to keep this business working. Everyone was doing the same thing, and so that was really my big starting point where I said, you know what, I want to help these guys out.
And so you're seeing that it's not just, it wasn't just a trend for your family, but it's a trend for everyone.
It's a trend across the U.S. and beyond, because there's just a lot of miscommunication, misconceptions, and lack of knowledge.
Sure.
So people are guessing. It's rough.
Definitely a guessing game. That's how I got this business partner. So
It's true.
What separates you from your competition?
I think probably the biggest thing that separates me is, first of all, there's a lot of options.
And by the
out
way,
there.
competition meaning because you're a business consultant.
Correct.
You're a coach.
Right.
Right. And me and Bobby have always had business coaches. We're talking about this in the green room. It is the reason that any of us, our success, I think, is because of that. And so I encourage any entrepreneur to have a business coach like yourself.
Yeah.
But for Stephanie Scheller, what makes you so unique?
Well, the biggest differentiator, one, is that these are all concepts that we've found and tested working with 600 plus companies over the past 5 years. So these are not, and this is stuff that I used when I started the sales training company. I used all this stuff to build it. So none of this is guesswork. None of this is someone else's ideas. And it's me and it's my team. Everyone is hand trained by me to help you out. You're not ending up with someone 4 or 5 steps removed from the original idea.
So it's hands-on.
It's very, very hands-on.
Who's your typical client?
My typical client is the small to medium, is really the small business owner who is doing about $250,000 to about $5 million in revenue and wants to go bigger. This is my favorite client, the one who's like wanting to go global but kind of stuck, doesn't know how to get there. I've had a couple of clients who came and they're like, oh my gosh, I got this amazing idea. Let's take over the world. I'm like, yes, let's take over the world. I'm all for that.
What do you feel that we were talking about the process earlier.
Right.
So what is the process and like how did you just develop the whole system that you have?
So the process is that there's 3 keys that you need to stay in business: sales, systems, and marketing, in that order. And the way I developed it was I saw a lot of business owners who were doing marketing and systems is how you deliver on your product or your service. So they were trying to run marketing and systems instead of running sales and systems. And instead of focusing on sales, they're spending, like recently I was talking with someone who is spending 80% of their revenue coming in every month was going out in marketing. And that's just not a feasible way to do this. So that was how we created the system. Was we looked at, first you have to be able to sell your product. You've got to have a product, you have to be able to sell it. And then after you've got great sales skills and you've got cash flow and revenue coming in, then you add the marketing.
Then you can market. So you say you want to disrupt how people or the world of business. What do you mean by that?
So right now, like I mentioned earlier, more people going out of business than starting. And to me, that doesn't work. It means there's a problem with the way we are going into business. There's a problem with the way we're running our businesses. I want to completely change, like across the globe, change the way we are starting and running their businesses.
And what do you feel is the biggest challenge for business owners out there?
I think one of the biggest challenges is clarity. And if you can kind of do a twofer, accountability, clarity on what they're building, why they're building it, and then accountability to execute on what they know they're supposed to be executing on.
Cool. I know you have this event coming up. It's actually my mom's birthday, which is August 11th.
Yes.
Tell me about it a little bit.
So sales boot camp is this half day. It's a 4-hour sales training. It's a boot camp, right? You come in, I tell everyone to dress comfortably. You get a dog tag, you're doing jumping jacks, and you're learning about how to sell whatever it is you sell. We've had people come in with products, services, everything. And it's boot camp for how to sell more, make more money.
Got it. So everyone should pick up this book right here. It's Friend Power by Stephanie Scheller. How the friends you choose can change the course of your life. If you want to get a hold of this awesome coach, you go to www.thestephanie, and then her last name, which is SCHELLER.com. Fill out the contact form, and her or someone of her very personal staff will get right a hold of you. August 11th is her sales boot camp. If you want some more information about that, go to her website. Seems like a really good accountability coach, and I want to thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to take a quick break, talk to our show sponsors. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be a fan of our show at bobbyandjjradio.com.